It's your boy Alex, and welcome back to another reaction video once again. And today, again, this is something I did not think would actually come out that quickly. So, last time we did One Fish Mob's Fan War series, we basically got into the episode of Sash Lilac versus Shanti. Again, that name is still hard to pronounce for some reason. And we got to see that the next fan war was going to be Predator versus Arbiter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check that fan war out. Yeah, the episode is out, and I'm definitely excited to see how this goes, just to see who would win. But let's not waste any time and jump right into the video. I'm very excited to get into this episode, I'll tell you that right now. And I do like that the title is actually getting more detailed, honestly. That's really cool. But anyway, let's not waste any time and jump right in. So, without further ado, let's take a look at Fan Wars Predator versus Arbiter and see which of the two alien species actually does come out on top and become the dominant life form and whatnot. Anyway, starting the video in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Also, I think, while I am going to play this, I will see if the volume is all the way up so you guys can hear it. You know, just saying, because I want to make sure that it is working.
Beyond our planet's atmosphere and far beyond our solar system, there exists an expansive universe teeming with worlds of many wondrous and...
Well, speaking of which, people have asked me if I've seen the teaser trailer for Avatar 2 yet. I have not watched that yet, but I definitely will check it out.
When it comes to these two extraterrestrial warriors, they'll do just that for the sake of their honor. The Yautja, the apex predator of the galaxy.
And
I actually forgot that's the name of the predator species.
Of the Covenant. Now, as the Predator is more so a species as opposed to a single individual, we'll combine all the abilities each normal Predator has shown to create a general idea of what one normal Predator should be capable of.
He's One Fish Mob, and I'm Dr. Spindash, and it's our job to see who would win a fatal conflict.
Whoa.
Deep within the darkest recesses of space, there lies an empire unlike any we humans have ever seen. One that uplifted species out of the Stone Age. One that only answers to the call of the hunt.
The Yautja. But considering that's not a catchy nickname, and their whole stick is hunting, we simply call these things predators.
Oh, yikes.
Very apt name indeed, with lifespans that can last for millennia.
Still a weird name to name this species that.
All to find a worthy opponent.
And despite
but I guess it makes sense since in the recent movie they just said they named it that because it sounds cool.
Having created tech far more advanced than anything.
Oh yeah, and this thing showed up at the end of that movie.
Regardless if they're a hunter or a scientist, all predators are expected to follow a set code of honor.
Basically a bunch of rules to keep them from becoming trigger-happy murderers or giving underdeveloped...
Okay. That's kind of interesting that they actually do follow their own code of system when hunting prey. But then again, when it's a dangerous alien species that's only goal in life is to hunt prey and other sorts of creatures for sport, you think they wouldn't care about some honor system or some code that they have to follow. Then again, what they said, they do have to keep them from going bloodthirsty almost all the time. That's really interesting. So, do tell us, what is this honor system and this code that they have to follow? It's probably not that interesting, but we gotta get through the video just to see what it is.
And breaking of this code is a near irredeemable offense, even if accidental. Wow, harsh.
Very harsh honor system to follow.
Well, Spindash, this code dictates no predator is allowed to kill children. Or the elderly. No predator is allowed to kill those who cannot defend themselves.
Okay, so that's why I left her alone.
If challenged to a hand-to-hand fight, the predator must oblige and fight fairly. Defeated, the
Yeah.
predator must commit honorable suicide. It may be easy
Very
to
harsh.
with those ugly mugs.
Yikes. Also, I gotta call into question that first rule for the code that they follow. Mainly because the Predator, and this is referring back to the new Predator movie that came out recently, he was after a little kid, and he would have killed anything or anyone to get that kid. I assume he definitely was going to kill him after to get his strength or something. I don't know. The plot in the last Predator movie made no sense with the kid or anything at all. That was just a bad Predator movie. That was just really, really bad. Ugh.
But predators truly aren't monsters, but warriors looking for a good fight. Or, as that Ripley clone once put it, creatures who understand this red carnivorous universe.
I actually didn't know there was a Alien vs. Predator comic crossover.
Kool-Aid Man, throw large animals, and tear people apart with their bare hands. I think anyone would struggle to find a worthy challenge.
Not only that, they're also able to jump 3 times their own height, which they use to traverse the many different biomes they hunt in. And some have displayed strengths great enough to overpower large maximum security gates with near ease. They've even been stated to be able to move faster than the eye can see, able to dodge bazookas and automatic gunfire.
And luckily for the Predator, if those bullets do hit, they'll practically bounce right off. As will a lot of other stuff. Fire, missiles, heck, even predators like Scarface were able to survive city-destroying explosions without a scratch.
I guess you could say the Predators are like,
Can live for
Armageddon and apocalypse proof.
Prowess is off the charts, able to defeat a wide variety of foes, from super soldiers to cyborgs to single opponents to entire groups.
And like any good fighter, predators have their own fighting style. J-Din. Described as a fusion of various complex fighting styles, this martial art is said...
Yeah, I think they also mentioned that as one of the styles in Mortal Kombat 10 when you got to play as Predator.
...are said to be on par with skilled samurai. Wonder if they could take on Jack.
Ooh, that could be an interesting fight if Predator survives this.
They have an entire arsenal up their non-existent sleeve. While hunting, they'll use their cloaking device to warp the light around their body to render them invisible, although water does cause it to short circuit.
Though it covers very little, their plate armor is made out of delks.
So yeah, most of his gear is kind of faulty.
Increases their durability substantially, and for tracking their prey, they'll use their signature biomask, a headpiece that uses different imaging modes to find their targets. It can even analyze its prey's physiology for weaknesses.
I think it also distorts voices sometimes.
It even comes with a nifty laser pointer. Holy, gotta hurt.
That would be their
talk about a splitting headache.
A long range.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Firing modes, but all still involve firing condensed plasma with devastating results. And as plasma can burn up to a maximum of 10,000 to 100 million degrees,
dang!
Very little that's going to resist the awe-inspiring power of this weapon.
Or alternatively, they can use the Smart Disc.
Oh yeah,
circular cutting device.
The Smart Disc, the thing that never really fails.
Patchwork, they can pull out their nifty Medicum for all their surgical needs.
But when it comes time for a close-up duel, the Predator has 2 options.
The combi stick is an extendable bow staff that can cut through people like butter and be thrown like a javelin. But I think we're more familiar with the weapon most associated.
Oh yeah, the bomb to pretty much blow.
Ranging from 6.
Oh, never mind. We're talking about the claws.
Length, these blades have been stated to be harder than diamond and are sharp enough to cut through tank armor. They can even be used as a projectile too.
But if the Predator finds themselves in a
oh yeah, here we go. The bomb to blow everything up.
Technology isn't lying around for any trigger-happy creature to use. Killjoys. So when all is said and done, they make sure to take both of them.
And it also makes him maniacally laugh for some reason.
Out with one big
weird
bang. Huh. Nice fireworks.
The Predators have certainly earned their feared status throughout the galaxy. With their preference for the most dangerous game as a way of life and their ability to take down squadrons of trained soldiers, very few can hope to hunt a predator. Unless you're Arnold Schwarzenegger, then you're going to be perfectly fine.
You think that's impressive?
Yeah, can't really handle Arnold Schwarzenegger covered in mud.
Foes, which includes, but is not limited to, dinosaurs, Colonial Marines, Batman, Superman, Justice League, Judge Dredd, Motorhead, Magnus,
Dang!
cast of Mortal Kombat, Terminators, Tarzan, Archie, and even members of their own kind. Hey, how come there's no Marvel crossovers yet?
Though that doesn't mean all of those hunts ended in success. Their armor is broken up and offers little protection, and their honor code can be used against them in certain situations. I mean, how else can a creature as powerful as the Predator lose to a frickin' grizzly bear?
I have no idea.
While their entire species wears that biomask to hunt down their prey, they also need to wear that mask because they have difficulty breathing in areas that lack traces of methane.
Not to mention, if one is quick enough or lucky enough, their weapons can be disabled, preventing further use.
Yeah, he'll just toss that stuff away like it's nothing anymore.
Prey and is on the prowl. I can safely say the hunt has only just begun.
Oh, you gonna rip him up? Oh, there you go, Predator. All right, that's all we need to know about Predator. So let's move on to Arbiter. Considering I haven't played, I don't think I've ever said this, I haven't played a lot of the Halo games, so I know a little bit about Arbiter's story. Just a little bit. But anyway, I guess we're going to continue on and just get on with the rest of the video. And then we can get into the actual fight, which I'm still excited to see.
Covenant. A hegemony of multiple alien races united in their
the Covenant.
of the ancient and near-mythical Forerunners. This massive religious unionship had complete control over a large portion of the Milky Way galaxy for thousands of years. And while the Covenant was composed of many species, only one of them was truly the Covenant's military backbone, the Sangheili.
One of the founding species of the Covenant, these alien warriors led the conflict against their sworn enemies. But few Sangheili were as feared or as respected as the Supreme Commander, Fel Tum.
Born to the noble house of Vadam, Fel led vast fleets for the Covenant and racked up a body count numbering in the billions. Fel was easily one of the most respected Sangheili to ever live, until the day an alien parasite called the Flood was spreading across one of the Forerunners' ancient halos.
Understanding how dangerous the situation had become, instead of fighting to protect the Forerunner relic, Fel ordered an evacuation, an action that led to the Halo's destruction. Understandably, both the High Prophets of the Covenant and Council of Sangheili were upset at the loss of the Halo, and decided death was an appropriate punishment, but not before...
Yeah, let's not have them close up.
Title, honor, and even name...
stripped of his title, just like Thor.
The High Prophets of Truth and Mercy recognized Fel was no heretic, and showed him mercy, but only on one condition. He would become an expendable warrior, one sent on highly perilous and suicidal missions on behalf of the Covenant. Wishing to regain some of his honor, Fel accepted the offer and took up this mantle, a title that was once well respected to the Sangheili, one that was once renowned for greatest religious, military, and political rank. Through his actions, he had truly become the Arbiter.
And if you think this guy would be a monster in battle, you'd be right on the money. He can bend...
Yeah, he's got that pure raw strength, too.
...in a single hit and battle aliens that are far more powerful than himself.
He's survived electrocution strong enough to burn his armor, took powerful blasts that should normally kill a person, survived aircraft crashes, and he's able to dodge plasma fire and keep up with super soldiers who can run at speeds of 34 miles per hour.
Bell was trained in the ways of the warrior and quickly rose through the ranks thanks to his fighting capabilities. And he is knowledgeable when it comes to weapons and vehicles.
Now I kind of want to see Arbiter fight with a bow staff.
Making him perfect to wield Halo's most iconic weapon, the Energy Sword. Think of it like a
the Energy Sword.
lightsaber, but not as cool as Darth Maul's.
Hey, that blade is anything but a discount lightsaber.
It's actually a lot better than Darth Maul's double-bladed lightsaber.
Sangheili warriors, and is viewed as a holy weapon by the entire Sangheili race. The Type 1 energy sword he initially carried, for example, may have had a limited number of uses before it ran out of energy, but the blade itself was easily one of the most dangerous
sneak attack.
weapons
Oh! That takedown, though.
With that 10-hit crux, I'm pretty sure that's why he eventually upgraded to the legendary Prophet's Bane. The Prophet's Bane allows Arbiter to hit an enemy up to 100 times before losing its charge. A much better choice, in my opinion.
Wow, that's actually impressive.
With a simple energy sword, such as the energy rifle for rapid fire, the carbon rifle for long-range gunfights, plasma grenades to make things go boom. Let's not forget his serial mono armor, the Kaidon-Arbiter Harness.
Custom built to pay homage.
I wouldn't say it has a nice ring to it, but
It's equipped with a
makes
camouflage
sense.
system that turns the wearer completely invisible. Though it does have a limited duration when he uses it. But that could just be chalked up to it being composed of older technology.
But don't worry, the Prophet's Bane also gave him indefinite stealth, so no more worries about it ever wearing off ever again. But when stealth does fail, it does come equipped with a full-body energy shield that can absorb damage from a large assortment of weapons. But much like the energy sword, it can only take so much before it finally breaks.
As well, certain
Yeah.
weapons do tend to
Power armor is not that useful in any of the Halo games. Especially if you're taking, like, multiple hits at once.
Prevent him from using underhanded tactics, even if it make victory that much easier.
I'll tell you who isn't above being underhanded. The Prophets of Truth and Mercy. While Arbiter was gallivanting about looking for heretics to kill, they may or may not have ordered the genocide of the entire Sangheili race. Yeah, definitely not their best day.
It was this
Saboteur!
moment that Arbiter realized the true nature of the Covenant, and how much of a fool he was for following it. It was also...
And then I'm assuming he, like, joined the human side.
Against the Covenant.
I'm just, like, guessing here.
And began leading his people against it, freeing many of his kind, finding new allies in what was once his enemies.
Yep, teaming up with the humans.
Brought an end to the Covenant once.
And pretty much just killing the Covenant.
While he may have been
Nice.
heretic, his journey with and eventually against the Covenant had truly helped him regain his honor, and he himself truly became the Arbiter. Oh, he also made it into Killer Instinct.
Yeah, there is that.
I have faced the blood of inside.
It probably will be tough to think of, like, who could actually win this fight. I mean, unlike the last one where I pretty much went with, you know, the opposite of my gut, thinking, like, it was a character I didn't know about. These two, now I know a little bit more about. Mostly Predator, though. It's really tough to think. You know what? I'm going to switch it up. Not thinking Predator was going to win this fight, but I definitely think Arbiter is going to take this fight. Well, I think because Predator, yeah, he does have that advanced alien technology, I think it's safe to say that Arbiter has more firepower and definitely more strength behind him. Then again, I'm not so sure. It would be awesome if Predator won, but I'm going to go with my gut saying that Arbiter is going to take this fight. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how the fight goes. So let's actually just jump right into the video and get the fight started because, ooh, I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Sorry. Thought I had to burp there for a second. But anyway, so let's dive right into the fight and see who comes out on top. You know what I mean? I was about to say the whole, you know, top alien thing instead of top dog. I don't know why I was saying that. Anyway, let's not focus on that and just continue on. Alright, we're starting off in space. Ooh, is that a Covenant ship? Oh, sorry, I burped. There's the burp I needed to get rid of. Oh. Hey, there he is. Looking actually really cool in that armor. Oh, going invisible. Oh! Holy crap! Oh my gosh. A nice little reference to the Predator game. Oh. Oh, was that Sarge? Dang! They are just eviscerating these Marines. Holy crap!
Fight.
Oh, they're starting off their fight already. They haven't even, like, seen each other yet. Oh. There we go. Oh, now it's equal. Oh, they're starting off. I figured they were going to start fighting invisible. Okay, that's a perfect way to start off this fight. Oh, shoot. I can see that Arbiter went to the Stormtrooper Academy. Oh. Oh, crap. Oh, not the spin technique, and finishing it off with an uppercut. Oh. Dang. Whew. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Ooh. Holy crap!
Fatality.
Well, Predator won that.
With Predator's history on fan war, this outcome was not surprising.
First off, the verdict of that first fight is very questionable. And second, no, it wasn't as clean-cut as you make it out to be. Both were formidable warriors who'd certainly find enjoyment in fighting.
Honestly, I was kind of pulling for Arbiter to win that fight. But I guess it wasn't in the cards for him. Or in the stars, I should say.
This was a tough fight to figure out.
But in the end, it was pretty clear-cut who had the advantage here.
Yeah, they left a lot of blood on the battlefield.
Steel gates that dwarfs itself proves it edges out in strength. And while the Arbiter is pretty tough, the fact that
I think it's safe to say they both were equally strong in this fight.
Tougher than what Arbiter was.
And with both having similar speed, this really just came down to the weapons and tools both had. And while both of their standard weapons are more than capable of tearing the other to shreds, the Predator simply had a larger array to choose from. It could track where their prey is, set up booby traps, prevent escape, and let's face it, the plasma caster was not only a lot more accurate than most of Arbiter's weapons.
I mean, he didn't really use all of his weapons, but at least with some of the weapons he used, it was definitely making this evenly matched.
Considering what the Predator has done before, it wouldn't be too hard for them to not only break it, but also keep it from recharging.
And while Arbiter can disable the Predator's weapons or remove his mask to make it harder to breathe, the Predator could also do the same thing to Arbiter's equipment.
Yeah, I think that's also the other problem with the Halo weapons, that they overheat a lot. More specifically, the Covenant weapons.
And deserve whatever fear and respect they have. In the end, with its greater physical prowess, superior equipment, and overall larger arsenal, the Predator had all they needed to complete this hunt.
Well, I guess from here on out, it's a different kind of Halo the Arbiter will be seeing.
The winner is the Predator.
Again.
Alright, there you have it, guys. That was my reaction to Predator versus Arbiter. Yeah, I think it's safe to say, One Fish Mob, you definitely blown some people's minds with this fight. Kind of pulled out for Arbiter to win, but guess it wasn't meant to be, and I'm glad that Predator won. He definitely had that raw strength going for him. So did Arbiter. So I did find out in this video about the next fan war that he is doing, but he said in this particular video, or this video that I'm reacting to, that One Fish Mob will be going on hiatus for a while to work on some other stuff. And hey, that is completely fine, man. How much ever time you need to make the 100th episode of it, or, you know, how much ever time you need to get back to working on the series, take as much time as you need, man. It's not easy, like, to make these episodes. I understand. I completely understand that. But again, you're still awesome, man. And your series has been awesome from the episodes I've watched so far, and I commend you for making an awesome series, and cannot wait to see you come back to do the next episode. Which I won't reveal until it actually, when One Fish Mob comes back to do the episode. I won't reveal it until I get the chance to react to it or anything. But anyways, with that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell to never miss a video. And with that, I will see all you awesome guys and gals later. Bye-bye!